Alright, I'm going to be talking about microworms, which I use to feed my betta fry. And this is actually my first experience with microworms. I've never used them before or had cultures of them before. Trying to focus in here on these. So, a little backstory. I ordered microworms off a seller from eBay. Waited. They never came in. Contacted the seller again. He sent me another set of them. They still never came in. I did finally end up getting a seller on eBay. Got them to me, and this is my first culture of them. And I set it up using YouTube videos that I found on how to set up microworm cultures. I have found that most of them say you want the mashed potatoes or oatmeal that you put them on to be a little bit runny, but this culture is probably 2 weeks old. Not had them going very long, and I mean it is just it's way too liquidy. I mean, they are in there, they are alive. You look and see the little movement, that's not actually my camera, that's millions of little worms moving around at the surface. And my betta fry are loving them. They're growing and doing well off of them. Let me focus in on these guys. Alright, as you can see, these are my betta fry. They are a week old, I want to say. Maybe not even that. Honestly, I think they hatched out like last Thursday, and it's Sunday. So about 4 days old. And when I feed these, all I do is I use popsicle sticks. You can use Q-tips, whatever. And then I just take it and spread it throughout the water. You're going to get bits of potato or oatmeal in the tank. It's not caused any problems. Because of how small these guys are, I can't exactly siphon the bottom. Yeah, look, there's probably a 50-60 fry in that back corner. And I just scoop up little bits of it and kind of just spread it throughout the whole little tank here. And they're doing really well and growing. They love the microworms. These are, and these guys and girls are tiny. Absolutely tiny. Say they're probably not even a millimeter long. So yeah, to give you an idea of these guys' size, this is a ruler in millimeters. And you can see just how tiny they truly are. So with my micro worms also, I know cultures can crash, and I didn't want to end up with all these fry and nothing to feed them. Plus I wanted to experiment a little bit. I made, after that culture was probably, it was just established, probably not even a week old, 3-4 days, I took some more and I set up a second culture. This time I made the media, the potatoes in this case, a lot thicker, not like clumpy, but thicker than the last one, and they are just thriving in here. You can see them on the walls of the container. All this stuff up through here, that's not potato or anything, that's actually micro worms, and it makes it a lot easier to actually feed your fry when they're like this. So you can take a Q-tip or take your little popsicle stick and just scrape the side of that, and you got lots of little goodies to feed your fish, and you don't get as much of the potato in the bottom of your tank either. So this culture I'm not feeding my fish from, I'm just kind of letting it go, and like every 30 days you need to go ahead and move your culture over to new media, and I'll probably do a video on how to do that. If I don't, there's hundreds of them out there to find also. And all I did, my first one is actually in a container that one of my bettas came in, and then this one was just a cheap little bowl with a lid that I got from the dollar store. I cut a hole in the top and shoved a cotton ball through there so that nothing gets out and nothing gets in. And this culture, my first one, the soupy looking one, it does smell when you open it, like with the lid on it and a cotton ball in the top of it. It's like I said, this was one of my bettas came in, so it had that little hole in the top for the air. I just shoved the cotton ball down in there. Same reason, nothing gets out, nothing gets in. But this one does smell, and it has like a fermented vinegar smell to it. And the second culture that I have of them on the thicker media, not only are they doing better, but there's nowhere near the smell to it. In fact, there's pretty much no smell to it. I mean, even if it does have a little bit of an odor to it, unless it gets really bad, like as long as the lid's on it and stuff, it's not like you can smell it throughout the room or anything. It's just when you have it open and feeding them. So that's it. I'm going to, let's look at the fry some more. Now I've had other spawns as well, and this is actually first time I've been able to get a spawn this small to even show up on my camera. And I'm just using my cell phone to make these videos, So I'm really, really shocked that I can see them as well as what they're showing up.